Assalamualaikum for my beautiful lecturer, Madam Nurul. So, me and my partner would like to present about the assignment 1, which is we are choose the places at Bagan, Myanmar. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Nurul Nabilah Binti Ramlee and my partner is Athirah Binti Muhammad Zulkifly. The background, the temple of Bagan, Myanmar, which is the thousands of temples that are spread across the plain of Bagan, sometimes split pagan and have many types of temples. Next, establishing the Burmese culture and ethnicity as well as Theravada Buddhists in the region. That also known as the largest concentration of Buddhist temple in the world. As the temple are active Buddhist places of worship, visitors must pay proper respect before entering and must follow the rules. Okay, the reason why we choose the Bagan, Myanmar. Of course, everyone know the Bagan. Especially, Bagan is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So, this is very famous and unique places. From the 9th to 13th centuries, the city was the capital of the Bagan Kingdom, the first kingdom that unified the regions that would later constitute Myanmar. So that these places were so unique places because of heritage site. So that's why everyone should visit the places. And at here, we also can see the view of the temples, how calm and peaceful at these places. So that's why we choose these places. The interesting fact in Bagan, the first one is Bagan Archaeological Zone is the fundamental expression for vacationers around there. It effectively equals Angkor Wat in Cambodia. Second, Bagan is affectionately known as the Ocean of Sanctuaries. A portion of these sanctuaries incorporate another temple, Tambunyu Temple, Tolominlo Temple, Myakaba, Gupyok Yi Temple, and Swissgon Pagoda, among numerous others. Third, Bagan has a generally steady environment that guarantees more daylight than some other Myanmar city. The fourth is Bagan cuisine are supposed to be the awesome Asia. They consolidate the endeavors of Indian, Chinese, and Thai culinary virtuoso with their very own portion to concoct the best food you can taste any place in Asia. The fifth is Bagan is as conventional as city can get. Indeed, there is certifiably not a solitary type of present-day amusement around there. Okay, this is several ways to explore at the temple. There are a number of means of transport that you can use to explore the mysteries of this ancient capital, such as bicycle, horse cart, and hot air balloon. So, the choice is your depending on time and budget. Okay, for the bike, I think the bike is the cheapest way to go around Bagan. If you like a big adventure and find your favorite temple on your own, bicycle is definitely your choice. Okay, for the horse cart, If you are looking for a romantic way to discover the ancient city, a shaded padded bed horse car is always available. The carriage may protect you from the sun and downpour, but the trip is so bumpy, dusty, and pretty slow. Okay, for the hot air balloon, there is always an exotic and special way to see the magnificent temples of the ancient city. You can also have a bird-eye view of Bagan from the sky. High balloon which creates one of the most inspiring moments in your trip to Myanmar.
Okay, I am Athirah Binti Zulkifly. Now I will continue the presentation about tourism policy. Tourism policy has divided into two parts, which is do and dance. For do is the tourists should carry the cash, the tourists should respect each other and keep unique tradition, the tourists should sensitive to custom, the tourists must be quiet around people who are meditating, and do mind your feet. For dance is don't touch a monk, don't take photo that can make people feel shy. Don't touch anyone on the head because it is considered exaggeration. The tourist cannot buy the wildlife product and antique because it is a fault. And lastly is the tourist cannot give money to the local children when visit at this place. Okay, as you can see here, this is standard design. Firstly is privacy and social interaction. The architecture of the temple is very interesting and suitable to visited by all parties. For example, tourists can find out the types of temple found in the Bagan, Myanmar. Secondly is road design and access. In the area of the temples have their own street for the convenience of tourists. The development of temples suited to the life of the local people. This is potential of the place as a tourism product. Firstly, Myanmar has a number of well-established centers of international tourism that boast significant religious, cultural, and historical sites. Secondly is it can increase the local economy, which is the tourists can buy various items such as souvenirs at the local market. As you can see here, this is handicraft stall at Damayangi Temple. Thirdly is the tourists can communicate with local people to know their culture and the tourists can find out about the various type of temples available. Okay, this is critique about Bagan Myanmar. Firstly is the tourists cannot climb in the suggest temple as it is an offense. Secondly, the tourists should abide by the things that have been said while visiting the temple area. For example, tourists must wear appropriate clothing when visiting the place. And thirdly is the tourists have to pay a set rate if they want to use the hot air balloon service to get around the temple. This is conclusion. In conclusion, the tourists will feel enjoy when visiting this place because it has its own history. This place is also very unique and has a variety of special features. Directly, it can attract tourists to always come to this place. This place is very worth for us to visit because we can enjoy the beauty of nature. And lastly is we can also acknowledge about the place and be able to try a variety of new things in our daily life. This is our references. As you can see here, for the A is another temple, B is Damayangi temple, C is Vesigan pagoda, and D is Sulami temple. That's all from our group, and thank you everyone.